Alright, what's up you guys? I'm with Mason and this is Dino Rabbit that I guess he's taking to a regional tomorrow.
Yeah, it's teched out for the meta right now, so it's a little bit different than usual.
Wish him good luck and watch the tech.
Alright, like usual, we got the three rabbit. If they Valor it now, you have outs to it, so it's not really that big of a deal. If they Valor it, you can still remove it for a cost. It won't get the effect. But if you have Tour Guide, you can just follow up. Speaking of Tour Guide, you're in 3. Self-explanatory, really. Like, you've seen it millions of times. This build runs Gueva like I think every Dino Rabbit deck should now, because you need the having a normal on the board and then it not dying. You have another dinosaur to summon. Like, it's just not like that's sometimes how you have to do things, and this gives you more of a chance to do that. Plus, if you're playing against a small monster deck like Insectors, or if Chaos Dragons have like a Lala in defense out there, you just pop this down and jump over it for a free exceed. I run the 6 normals, the 3 sabers, and the 3 Kabas. This is fun. Like, these are funny sometimes because if I go first and I do not have like a hand that I want, but I have like 2 normals, I'll set this in a backer. They'll think it's singing, so they usually won't attack it. And then next turn I'll summon this. And if they torrential right then, I'll have the back row, like usually a Starlight Road to protect me, and then I'll flip it over and exceed anyways. I'll have a Stardust and an exceed, so it's just, it's a funny combo. It's just you gotta psych out your opponent with it. The one-ofs I'll run, the monsters are the Sanguine, which you have to run because it searches basically your whole deck and it's Tour Guide target. And the next monster I run, I don't run Gores because of the continuous traps I run and all the back row clog, but this card I found to be really good. Neospatian Grandma. If you're going against heroes, pop their hero back. Keep looping them, especially if you have like a Lagia out and they have a defense position monster that doesn't have a flip effect. You just keep looping. Loop this back to your hand 24. Loop it back to your hand 24. It's also against Chaos Dragons. Like, say if you play Soul Taker on their Light Pulsar and you hit their REDMD with this, there's me mad because they're going to have to remove again, or if they don't have a dragon in their hand to remove again, they're just screwed. On to spells, I run triple MST because I want my rabbit to go off as much as possible. Valor is a problem, but Valor I have to deal with, but I'd rather not deal with back row. So MST gives me outs to that. The 3 Lance helps me get over things, helps me get around bottomless a lot. It also, these also help contribute with Guaiba. They get you over what you need to get over to play. The next 2, personal tech, is against Chaos Dragons, and if I need to target something on the fly that I need gone right then, Soul Taker is the new and improved. Well, it's not new and improved. It is from Gladiator's Assault, but it's a better smashing ground at this point in the meta because this makes Shining and Light Pulsar miss timing because the last thing that happened was not the destruction. It was the gaining of the life points, because the 2 parts of the effect are not simultaneous. The destruction happens, and then Shining will try to go off, and then the life point gain will happen. So they'll miss their timings with it. So the card's really versatile. And say you're playing against Dino Rabbit, they have a Lagia and Dolka, and you want to target the Dolka. And they say their Lagia is gone, so you can just target. Smashing ground would kill the Lagia, but this you can target the Dolka with. This gives you much more options than Smashing Ground does. The one-ofs, the Dark Hole, Monster 1 Heavy, Book of Moon, the staples. Traps where it gets interesting. I run the normal 2 Solemn Warning. The Solemn Brigade, and then I run double torrential. People are trying to cut this from their builds, but I feel that it punishes your opponent for overextending, and if you play conservatively, this will not hurt your deck at all. Because Dino Rabbit's used to just throwing 1 monster on the board at a time, so you'll usually never neg off this card. You'll always plus off of it. I main deck the 2 bottomless because of how the format's going right now. The Dino Rabbit deck itself has almost no problem with Insectors, so I feel comfortable playing bottomless in the couple other cards that I play. It's not this card is decent against Insectors if they throw out a Centipede. Other than that, you're gonna side it out. But yeah, this kills Chaos Dragons and Heroes so hard. But it's more directly against Dino Rabbit and Chaos Dragon. I run the 2 macro. It stops the Veiler, it stops the Hornet, it stops the Chaos Dragon Mill setup, it stops the Miracle Fusion setup, it stops everything that you need. Like if they have no back row and you have this on the board, you play Rescue Rabbit, you don't even have to ask for anything. You just remove it and go to town on them. Like, it gives you so much security. Like if you flip this and they warning it, they just lost 2,000. It's whatever because you can warning it. But this is a great utility card no matter what. Like, and you'll surprise Insectors by flipping this on them when they equip their Hornet. Like first game when they haven't even decided it and you're main decking this. Or and if you're going against Chaos Dragons and you have this set and you have like they already have the graveyard set up a little bit, you have to flip this during the draw phase. Because if you don't, they'll have a priority on entering their main phase 1 and drop a Light into Dark from their hand to special summon Light Pulsar from the graveyard, and that's a cost. So Microcosmos can't catch it when you chain to it. So like if you have a boss monster like Lagia in this set, like when they draw, it's like on the draw phase, activate Microcosmos. Because if you don't, they'll get the Light Pulsar out and run your Lagia over, or you'll just waste your materials trying to negate it. The next card I really like right now. I believe it's one of the best cards right now. Even though Insectors are out there, I don't really believe it's that much of a problem. For this card. I really love D Prison. D Prison is I think it's better than Mirror Force. It really is because it removes, gets rid of the problem. Light Pulsar and all them don't get their effects. It stops. It makes Lagia negate. It simplifies the game state usually. It makes the game much easier and it flows more easily. And the final card I run, because I run 11 traps altogether, I run Starlight Road, because Starlight Road's a boss, and you'll usually always resolve it. Because like if you the best, I love this play every time I do it. I go first. Like a set of Saiyan or something, and I set these 2. If they don't have like heavy or MST, they'll set their backwards. They go. I set Saiyan. They go. They heavy me. I activate Starlight Road. Get Stardust out. And then they set their backwards. They go. And then on my turn, I flip my heavy. And if they try to Starlight me, I must negate their Starlight and blow up all the back row, and then go off from there. So it's great combos. I guess we'll head on the extra deck.
Probably just run through.
Yeah, I run 2 Lagia. I have the third one in here, but it's gonna be a Roach today. Pretty soon when I get it from my friend. I run 2 Dolka, 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray, Maestroke, Photon Papillo Operative. This card kills Spirit Reapers, Gelon does everything. 2 Leviair, 1 Wandom Zen mains, 1 number 30, 1 Leviathan Dragon, and 1 Stardust. The side deck is 1 macro, 2 Dust Tornado to kill the goes and matches, all that skill drain, all that stuff. Yeah. Forbidden Chalice, does counter side against Snowman Eaters, stuff like that. Veilers, I usually side these in even if I'm siding full play set of macro against Insector, because they'll try their hardest to MST or get rid of the macro as fast as possible. So I'd like to have this as a backup card. Of course, the 3 Snowman Eater. It goes good against Heroes, Dino Rabbit, and Chaos Dragons. It's usually against Dino Rabbit though, but it does work. It does do work against Chaos Dragons. Especially with a macro face up and I have this set, they attack it and they just get removed from play. I'll run the 1 Spirit Reaper because Heroes can't Super Poly it, and it's great. I side decking Gores. For when I go against a deck that macro doesn't hurt, I side out the continuous traps and go into a more conventional build. And I side into the Gores, the Double Veiler, all the conventional cards that I need. And then finally, I side 1 Kinetic Soldier just for the lulz, I guess. It helps me against the hero matchup and the random Samurai, the random. I just haven't found a better card for this. I want to take him out for a 3rd D Prison, but I'm not sure yet. The final card I'm doing is 2 Doom Caliber. I don't have the 2nd Doom Caliber right now. But the thing that Thunder King cannot do that Doom Caliber can do, under macro, Thunder King cannot use its effect. It still has a continuous effect and no search, but it can't tribute itself negate. This can still tribute itself, because it doesn't say sent to the graveyard. And if I have macro up, they can't Veiler or Maxi to kill it, so they actually have to use their main deck monster effects. And that's about it.
This is your cleverly devised, extra insightful Dino Rabbit player, and tell him he needs to get a YouTube channel, because he should. But, alright, thanks.